Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Smartwatches distracting drivers, but what does Australia's law say about their use? Just one swipe of your mobile phone while driving can land you in big trouble, but what about that other pint-sized device strapped to your wrist? The vibrations, sounds and lights of a smartwatch may be just as distracting, but there is no specific law relating to their use. Queensland motorist Susanna Hillier admits she has been driven to distraction by her smartwatch. I found that whenever I was driving, and especially sitting at traffic lights, any time I had notifications, I would just quickly check it, Ms. Hillier said. I found I was quite frequently using it, even though my phone was off. The Toowoomba resident said she took matters into her own hands to stop herself from glancing at her smartwatch while driving. I cut back on certain notifications, cut back to just phone calls and text messages, and, even then I found it too distracting, Ms. Hillier said. I just eventually stopped having any notifications on my watch at all. I only look at it to check the time. No specific laws but other penalties exist in Queensland. There is no specific law relating to smartwatch use, and hidden road cameras don't pick them up. But Andrew Martin from Queensland's Department of Transport and Main Roads, TMR, warned anything that distracted a driver still attracted penalties. A lot of people do have smartwatches nowadays, and they do connect those smartwatches to their mobile phone, but it is actually not an offence to use your smartwatch while driving, Mr. Martin said. We don't recommend people get distracted by things like smartwatches, and you can get other offences if you're not careful. For example, if you're using your smartwatch, and you are swerving within your lane, you can get the offence of driving without due care and attention. That comes with a $551 fine. Other states and territories address smartwatch usage via other legislation in which they can be considered as mobile devices, or visual display units. In Victoria, for example, if it is proven your smartwatch led to careless driving, you could face a first offence fine of $2,180. In New South Wales, if a smartwatch is used for mobile phone functions such as texting or social media, then mobile phone rules apply. As dangerous as drink driving, the Australian National Crash In-Depth Study estimates distraction is the main contributing factor in approximately 16% of serious casualty road crashes across the nation. Further findings in the Journal of Safety Research say distracted driving can be as dangerous as drink driving. If you can use your phone while driving, then how can you still be allowed to use your watch if it has the same devices and ability to be distracted as your phone does? Ms. Hillier said. If anything, I know people that are more distracted by their watch than they are by their phone. Survey shows how many wear smartwatch. Oscar Oviedo Tres Palacios from Queensland University of Technology conducted a survey of 1,200 drivers Australia-wide, which concluded in January. He said 13% of participants used a smartwatch behind the wheel. Of course, there will be situations where a driver may use this form in a very risky way that should be made illegal, Dr. Oviedo Tres Palacios said. For example, if you are reading a text message on your smartwatch, that should definitely be prevented because we know that a glance off the road for more than 2 seconds increases crash risk exponentially. But again, we cannot rely just on police enforcement because there are so many distractions that cannot be easily captured with a camera. Motorists still using phones while driving where the laws are clearer on mobile phones. Hefty penalties apply to drivers who use them. In Queensland it is $1,033 and 4 demerit points. Despite that, motorists are still being caught in huge numbers since the introduction of secret cameras late last year. About 33,000 fines have been issued since November, according to data from Queensland's Department of Transport and Main Roads. The ABC contacted the Queensland Police Service, which said legislation on the use of smartwatches and technology while driving fell under the Department of Transport and Main Roads. Dr. Oviedo Tres Palacios said prevention was the key to driver safety. Distraction is not just about the device, It is not about the phone, it is not about the smartwatch, he said. Distraction is about not paying attention to the road, and you can be distracted with so many things.